Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here, and welcome back to the Swan Song. Today is episode 18, and today we take on Watford, Fulham, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, and Gillingham. Or what could be a very important episode as regarding the season. We need to try and turn our season around, especially in the Premier League. And right now we can only sit 13th place in the table, way off the pace of the teams that we're looking to chase, which is going to be anywhere between that 6th to 9th mark. That's where I want to be this season. We're only 3 points behind 9th, but disappointingly, we're almost, 11 points behind Chelsea in 6th. So, as far as the league goes, it really hasn't been a very good campaign at all. Conceded far too many goals. 36 in all competition, 36 in the league, and only scored 26 ourselves. It's a very disappointing campaign as far as that goes. Now, I do want to preface by saying, yes, I know the tactic for me isn't working right now, and I will not be making any major changes to the tactics until the summer, until I can run some tests, do some different things. But for right now, the squad is built with the 4-1-3-2 in mind, so that's what I'm going to pursue just until the end of the year. Address the tactic situation then, and then have to bring in wingers. I'll bring in wingers then, and we can try some different funky new stuff. But for the time being, we're going to stick with the 4-1-3-2 and try and make it work. I've tweaked it. I'm continuing to tweak it, trying to find that perfect sweet spot for the tactic itself. And obviously, if things get really, really, really bad, then I'll make the change early. But for the time being, we're going to stick with the tactic at least until the end of the year. But first and foremost, we got Watford at home, and now he beat Watford 1-0 last time out in the FA Cup. But I'm going to make a few changes from that team. This is how we're going to line up. Fabianski's going to start in goal, obviously. Fran Tudor's going to come in at right back, and he's going to start pretty much the rest of the season. Now I want to develop him and his game. So Vidal will drop to the bench. On left back, we've got Ryan Sessegnon, obviously one of the new players in the club. Had a pretty solid start thus far. Julian, who's struggling to apparently adapt to English lifestyle. I mean, what could be wrong? Well, English lifestyle in Wales. That's interesting. Little antidote there. Anyway, Alfie Mawson will partner here. I'm still looking to bring in a centre-back to partner Julian in the long run. Roque Mesa comes in. He'll be a holding midfielder until we find a better player. Basically, Kabai wasn't working in that role. Toei wasn't working in that role. So we're going to have to go back to basics here and play Mesa there. Midfielder Fur, Jensen, and Proper. All talented players. I still would like to move Leroy Fur on. I gave him a new contract, so I wouldn't lose him on a free transfer. But I would like to move him on at some point. I was looking forward to selling him for 17 million, but apparently Man City ran out of money. I don't believe it. I think it's fake news, but you know what? We're just going to have to believe it this time around. But anyway, Jensen will start. Again, I see him one of the players of the future for us. Davy Proper, same as well. It's up top. We're going to be Bowley and Wilson. I'm going to try and work out why Wilson won't score goals for me. He scored goals for everyone else. He just won't score goals for me. So I'm going to try and work that out. I'm going to have a top with Bowley, and Bowley is our top goal scorer for strikers anyway. So we're going to have to rely on him heavily up top. So here we go. Watford at home. Now, again, I'll tweak the tactic a little bit. That's a good start to the game right there. Leroy Fur got a goal within 10 minutes. So awesome. But our problem is not necessarily been scoring goals, but it's been keeping them out. So that seems to be the problem. Not quite sure what the problem is exactly. It could be that our defense is, generally speaking, too weak. I mean, we start off with Olsen and Vidal. Maybe it eventually catches up to them. Alfie Morton really isn't the best centre-half in the world. But we're going to have to kind of make do till we bring someone best in. But again, it's better in, but it's difficult to quite pinpoint what's wrong with this team. Apart from me, it could just well be me, honestly. All right, so 1-0 up, playing good stuff. Striker's still not doing well here. 6 is Fran Tudor has only got a 6 as well. I'll make a quick change up top, bring off Wilson and bring on Weston for the last 15 minutes of the game. Just a little bit of hold on now. To get a vital win in the league and start moving, hopefully in a positive direction. So we've got 5 minutes left to go. What I'm going to do here is switch to normal. We're playing counter-attacking, by the way, too. We're playing counter-attacking football now. That's a slight change to the team instructions you may have noticed. But anyway, good win. Good win. Very solid. Not a great performance by any means. Didn't dominate. But at least it was a victory. So now we move up a spot to 11th place in the table. And Mawson is going to be suspended for 1 game. So he's banned for the next match, I believe. All right, so I've got a few bids in for players. Ndidi was one of the players I was looking at. I know I wasn't going to accept it for 10.5 million. But I wanted to kind of gauge how Leicester reacted to my bid. And it really looks like they're not interested in selling him. So I'm going to have to look for a different target there. All right, so Dolberg was one of the players I wanted to bring in. Now, you want 30... How much? £37 million. It's a lot of money, and it's actually something we can't afford. So I have to cancel deal for now. But at least I know how much they want for him. On this platoon, Nadim Amiri, he was available for 17 million. That's his minimum fee release clause. But as you can see, this guy is quality. He's a really good attacking midfielder. Not to mention, he could play out those wide roles. So again, if I do want to switch my tactic in the summer, we're going to have to look for talent like this. So we'll see if he's interested. I didn't think he would be. I'm not going to... Why would I give you a minimum fee less than what I just paid for you? It doesn't make any sense. We'll put up to 30 million. We'll offer him that. We'll see what he says. It's probably not going to get accepted, but at least we can say we tried. All right, next up in the league, we play Fulham. Obviously, Ryan Sessegnon plays his former team today. We also got some scouting reports in. Okay, centre half first and foremost from Shakhtar. They used to produce amazing Championship Manager 0102 talent. Yeah, this guy's okay. Nothing great, though. Who we got? Z. Lewis, striker. Plays for Spartak Moscow, Cape Verden International. Hasn't scored a lot of goals. Doesn't play much football, to be fair. All right, so here we go. We're missing 2 players today. It looks like we're missing Bowley and we're missing Mawson. All right, so coming into the side at centre half. Do we go with Dawson, experience, or do we youth Kyle Bartley? We'll do Kyle Bartley for this one. Dawson go to the bench. And up top, we'll do Boney, because Boney and Bowley are similar strikers, so we'll do that. That makes sense there. Condition, everyone should be pretty good. Davy Proper struggling, perhaps 84%. We'll play Fellaini instead, just to start the game. Alright, so here we go. Playing Fulham away from home here in the Premier League. This is a game that we should actually win. It's another game we should win. That should be 2 wins in a row. But again, never counting chickens before they're hatched, especially when it comes to us. Opening goal there goes to Fulham. Hakeem Correa. He actually looks a very good player, doesn't he? He looks a really, really good player. Signed for 17 million. Obviously in the January transfer window. Looks a very talented individual, doesn't he? Gets his first goal in the league today. It's 20 minutes on the clock here, and it's been fairly even. Fairly even apart from that goal from Correa. Yellow card to Fellaini. Well, let's get a goal before halftime. Not going to happen, is it? So Fulham actually had the better side early in this game. Some very poor performances out there from Fellaini and Boney. Let's make those changes now. Then let's bring on Davy and let's bring on Balotelli to play instead of Boney. So far, man of the match performance from Fabianski in goal, though, is keeping us in it. Lucky enough. All right, so second half, here we go. Let's see if we can get going here in the second half, because obviously it was a very slow start to the game for us. All right, come on, boys. In a couple seconds, I will change. Jeez, Correa made it 2-0. I'm going to say I was going to make some changes, but it feels a bit pointless now. More 5s out there. Not a good performance from anyone, really. Big on Kabai for the last 15 minutes or so. I'll take off counter-attack. I'm going to take off pressing as well. Not sure why. I'm just experimenting. Alright. See if we get a goal here. Consolation in the last couple minutes. Oh, looks like it's going to be a 2-0 defeat, doesn't it? Yep, 2-0 defeat. Alright, so not a good performance at all in a game that we should be winning comfortably. Correa, the new guy for them, that being the obvious difference. Guy looks pretty promising, doesn't he? I'm going to scout him further. I'd like to know more about this guy, Demetrius Limos. We got a fullback, not very good. All right. Well, we'll try and put the result behind us and try and move on, shall we? Yeah, Mare doesn't want to move here, which is understandable. Anton Tinneman, no, not really interested in him. Victor Nilsson, defensive midfielder. On to my short list. I'll keep an eye on him. He's only 20 years old. He looks like he has a little bit of potential about him. So that's a player we'll keep in mind. All right, Nottingham Forest 3.7 for Dyer. Absolutely, he can leave. Yeah, absolutely. I tried to sell him earlier, but unfortunately, they couldn't afford the transfer offer. So, Alphonso Davis. Now, this is one of the players I I'm trying to bring in. £6 million, I actually think is a bit of a bargain. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a really talented young left winger. He's only 18 years old. He's Canadian international. Good stamina, good strength. Pace is okay. Could probably get a bit better in that one, but overall, I think he's a pretty talented left winger, and that's someone I can definitely utilize when I change the tactics over the summer. All right, Nathan Dyer can go to Forests. Thank God we got him off the books. That gives us a bit more money. Still after a striker, though. Still need something different out there. Now, Berahino is available. It all depends how much they want for him. I'm not willing to give him much, put it that way. Still searching for that striker. We need something else up top. We need something fresh. We need maybe a fast striker to go alongside Bowley. His pace is only 15. Let's go to attributes real quick. Pace. All right, so this should help me out. Let's locate some fast individual strikers. Dwight Gale. £11 million, bit much. This guy looks pretty talented. Kramaric hasn't got a good goal scoring record though, but he seems to have all the attributes I look for though. Pace, he's good dribbling, finishing. Strength could be a bit better. £11 million, 27 years old. I'm going to put cheeky bid in 13, see what they say. Probably won't be accepted at all. Alright, so here we go. Newcastle, 12th versus 13th. Check out some of these players real quick, see if anyone really stands out. Guido Carrillo, obviously Southampton striker nowadays, club record signing. He's kind of like a pub footballer, to be honest with you. He's not that good. Oh, this guy looks pretty good. Mangala. He's only 20 years old, really good determination. He's got a really good record already. He plays for Belgium in 21 team. That's a good player. That is a good player there. I'm going to put a bid in for him, 4.6 million. Yeah, it's another midfielder, but he's a very talented, young, promising midfielder. I don't mind bringing in extra players like that. Extra midfielders, I should say, along as the price is good and you know they fit the system and etc. etc. All right, so anyway, lost train of thought for half a second. So make a change out there. Obviously, Bowley's back, so he comes straight in for Boney. Davy Prop will start ahead of Fellaini. Let's go to tactics real quick. Let's go over some of the little changes I made. Marking. I had Marking Mesa go on man marking. I'm going to take that off. Go back to zonal, because this is zonal to begin with. Check out... Look at marking some of our players. 14 and Julian's 18. I'm going to have Julian on man marking. See if we can help out in that department. Forward runs. Everyone's fine on forward runs. I'm going to take Bowley off. Run with the ball. Bowley's off there. Good. Hold up the ball should be Bowley. Yeah. I could tell Callum Wilson hold up the ball too. If both players hold the ball, they should, in theory, and then the midfield should be able to help out. Take counter-attacking off. I never was a fan of that. So, all right, let's try that. It's something a little different. All right, so here we go. Newcastle, away from home at the St. James's Park. So here we go. Try and get an early goal. That seems to be the key to our success this season. We have to score early to stand any kind of chance to get anything out of the game. All right. So far, so good. Not conceded. Never mind. Dwight Gale. Get on the score sheet there. 35 minutes on the clock. See how the match stats are going. Not good either. Not good either. We're just not playing good football. Confidence must be pretty low right now. And Dwight Gale made it 2-0. So yeah. Things aren't very good for us right now, are they? Who's not playing well today? Matthias Jensen struggling. 3-0. Jesus, this is going to get embarrassing, isn't it? Let's bring on Kabayi. Let's bring on Baston as well, I guess. Alright. Yep. It's going to be one of those episodes, I'm afraid. So this will be 1 win, 2 defeats in this episode, in an episode that I really wanted to win all games, but... c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright, so... Moving forward, what should we do? We could blow the thing up. Because I don't think we're bad enough to go down or get dragged into a relegation fight. We are 11 points clear of it. So we're not bad enough to get drawn into that. And Callum Wilson scores a goal. That's a rarity. So we're not bad enough to get drawn into a relegation fight. Which leads me to believe that I should think about perhaps trying something a little bit different. Tactic-wise. Let's see what players they come up with here. Trani, nope. Volta Bursa, no thank you. John Fry's contract expired. Great. I don't know why he was on my shortlist. Alfonso Davis is signed for the club. Just waiting for a work permit on him. Let's see what these players are about. Nikolai Jorgensen, he's a good player. Plays for Feyenoord. Actually, yeah, I played against him recently in my Road to Glory series. Hansa Wolf, Austrian player. Soma, nope. Alright, moving forward. Yeah, I knew that bid was going to get rejected for Kramaric. Alright, so here we go. Crystal Palace at home. Mawson's back, though. That definitely helps out the middle of defence. Because no offence to Carl Bartley, but he really isn't good enough. Let's go to tactics again real quick. Make some of those tweaks again. Again, this is experimenting. It's just trying to work out what's best for the team, just to get some positive results, essentially. Have these guys play through balls. Jensen come off there. Hold up the ball. We'll take both of them off, just out of interest. We'll take both of them off for this one. We'll take off pressing as well. Again, there's little adjustments here and there to try and work out how to get the most out of this team and this tactic right now. Because whatever we're doing, it seems not to be working. So, it appears not to be working, I should say. Alright, so here we go. Crystal Palace at home. It's always dangerous tweaking a tactical list, but Alfie Mawson opens the score on 6 minutes in. 1-0 up. Get in there. Alright. Come on, boys. Make it 2-0. Make it 2-0. Crying out for this second goal right now because I don't trust the guys to keep a clean sheet. It's bad when you say that as a manager. You don't trust your backline to keep a clean sheet. You know, we're in a pretty bad spot. Alright. Leo Fer makes it 2. Thank God for that. Alright. Penalty? Nope, not penalty. Oh, 2 shots for penalty there. Wasn't given. Thank you, Mr. Referee. Got to see that my bung has paid off. Alright. Seeing what Crystal Palace look like. They're absolutely all over us right now. It looks that way, right? But they've only had a couple shots on goal. Actually, a couple less than us, even. Alright, so come on, boys. 48 minutes on the clock. Don't concede. Thank God. Alright, so going into the half 2-0 up. Playing some okay stuff. Condition of the guys is pretty okay out there. A couple assists today. One for Ryan Sessegnon, one for Davy Proper. Alright, so... I might make a change now just to get the legs fresh. Bring off Bowley, bring on Baston. How much can we do though? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do cancel. Yep, cancel changes. Alright, so first real major shift in tactics. So I'm gonna bring off Bowley here. Play Proper just behind Wilson. Bowley in turn can then come off for Fellaini. Alright, take out the team instructions. That's fine. Player instructions. Here we go. Forward runs. Yep, Davy Proper's on forward runs. Excellent. Hold up the ball. Wilson hold up the ball for forward runs from Davy. Alright, let's see how that goes. Could be dangerous. 10 minutes to go in this game. They could still get back into this. But I want to try something a little different. While we're 2-0 up. Well, it didn't do us really any harm. Didn't have a good second half, but we did win 2-0, so that's positive. And at least we get a win here. Alright, come on. Moving forward, we have one more game in this episode. Gillingham? Yep, Gillingham. Okay. One more game in this episode, and then we'll call the episode quits. But at least it was somewhat of a promising result. 2-0. Not particularly play very well, but at least it was a win, right? Still searching for a striker to bring in. I keep going to Berahino for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm attracted to the idea of bringing Berahino here. Probably a mistake, of course. Should I have pulled the trigger on Kasper Dolberg? That's the question. Again, 37 million is a lot. It's basically our entire transfer budget. There's no one really else out there. It's a really, really dried up market for strikers. Jurgen Lecardier looks pretty solid. Lecardier's got decent strength, decent pace, finishing 16, kind of so-so. Midfield centre. Because I want to bring in a holding midfielder too, by the way. I wanted to bring in Lamina, but that wasn't going to happen. They were not going to let him go for love, nor money. Zakaria. Interesting. Valued at £9.5 million. Decent strength. Young. Got plenty of assists to his name. Can play centre-half and holding midfielder. A little bit in. See what happens there. Alright, so. Alright, Zakaria. The offer was accepted for Zakaria. So, let's see what we can do here. 25,000. No minimum fee. Release call. Assist bonus. That's okay with me. Alright. Bringing Zakaria. At least that'll be competition for Roque Mesa in the holding midfield role. It's a pretty decent fee for a player of that quality as well. Alright, so KP Boateng. We know about his quality, but he's 31 years old. Not interested really in bringing anyone in their 30s. That's something I want to avoid doing. I'll bring a young, exciting talent because it's much more fun for me and it's much more fun for you, the viewer. Alright, so we got one more week left of the transfer window. Obviously, we'll round that up in the next episode. So I'm going to do a lot of searching in between next episode and this one. I'm going to try and put some bids here in the end to try and strengthen the team. Because obviously, we're still in Europe. We're still doing well there. We can't get hold of Sionku, though. I don't know what to do in this situation. I really want to keep pursuing him because I do believe he is a quality centre-half. I mean, just look at his attributes. It's outstanding. Just can't get a deal done for some strange reason. He plays regularly for Turkey. He basically starts for Turkey. I keep trying. I'm not going to give up on him. Pablo Rosario. Decent looking player. 22-year-old. Dutch. Under 21 international. Josue. Can't pronounce your name, so I'm not going to bring you in. Steve Mandanda. He used to play for Fulham? Crystal Palace? No, Crystal Palace. Why do I think he used to play for Fulham? I don't know. Alright, so we go. Gillingham away from home. Yeah, this should be a pretty comfortable victory. Thinking about rotating the squad out, trying some new faces. Who do we have in our reserves that looks promising? I don't think we have anyone on the reserves that looks promising. To be honest with you, this is largely neglected, if I was going to be frank. Yeah, no one's really shown any kind of promise. Grimes, potentially, showing a little bit of promise. He's not going to play today, of course. Can't sell Sam Klukas, though, for love nor money. Norvite, could probably move him on if necessary. Alright, so, forget it. Let's go in today's game. Condition real quick. Everyone's 100%. Excellent. Let's get going. Gillingham away. Alright, should be a win. Should be a pretty easy win. Of course, this is the game where we probably lose to Gillingham, and that's when I just want to pull my hair out and call this save quits. Callum Wilson scores. That's good. Hopefully gets a few goals today. You know what? Because that really boosts his confidence. That's only his 6th goal of the season. Davy Proper's gone a bit quiet too. Speaking of the devil, here he is. Yeah. So, I mean, he's still got 17 goals this season. That's more than I expected out of him. But Callum Wilson gets another now. So that's 20 minutes in the game here. And we're dominating as you would expect. But it's good to see the guys. Hopefully this will build some confidence. As long as we keep a clean sheet and win heavy-handedly. Players like Wilson, hopefully, will go on a bit of a goal-scoring run now. Again, I spent a lot of money on him. £13 million when I got here, and I expected big things of him, and I was told he was a good player. Fucking Dexter Blackstock. 3-1. Alright, so, but anyway, told he was a good player, and he came here, and he really hasn't impressed. He just hasn't been consistent in front of goal. It's been really disappointing. Big goal there for Johan Bowley as well. It's been a hot minute since he scored. I'll make some changes now. Jesus Christ, why can't we defend? You can't even defend against a League 2 side. It's just embarrassing, to be honest with you. See what this looks like. Do something like this for a change. Rocky Mason come off. We'll bring on Fellaini. Switch Fellaini for Davi. Davi can play behind the front too. We'll do that. Why not? The game shouldn't even be this close, but it is. So, alright, 67 minutes on the clock. I'm going to switch to normal. I don't like having attack when I have that many attacking players forward. So switch to normal. Try for a balanced approach. Alright, it's 83 minutes. 5 minutes to go in this game. So at least it'd be a victory here. Be a nice way to finish the episode. Seeing Callum Wilson getting a couple goals and winning pretty comfortably 4-2. Actually played pretty well on that, the 4-3-1-2. That's the formation I'm using right now on my Puritan save. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the episode. Next episode, obviously, we're going to conclude the transfer window in January. Then we take on Man United, Stoke, West Brom, and then we open up the Europa League round of 16 up against FC Köln, which is going to be a very, very tough game. No doubt about it. They have some very talented players in their squad. This is definitely going to be a very tough fixture for us. But anyway, we'll keep pushing forward. We'll keep fighting through the rest of the season. And at the end of the season, we'll take a good look at the squad and try and work out what went wrong this season. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like on the video. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.